Hey there YouTube, what's going on? It's Marvin here. Welcome to my channel. I just want to share with you guys, the upgrade that I'm gonna do with my Apollo Ghost. As you can see here, I get this Apollo Ghost like about a month ago, I guess, and I already made like almost 60k on it. And okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to upgrade the handlebar. The folding handlebar is good, but it's it's kind of wobbly and it's not stable and it's kind of too short. And I got this handlebar from my Crosstrail, as you can see right here. This is my Crosstrail. I replace it with a 720mm handlebar, and then also I replace it with a 50 I think it's a 50mm wake stem. So I think it's perfect for my Apollo Ghost. I'm going to try it. If I'm not happy with it, so I'm gonna look for a new stem and handlebar. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna remove everything that I have here. Cell phone holder, flashlight, everything. Oh, another thing that I'm going to upgrade actually, it's right here. I just received it 2 days ago. This is the hydraulic disc brake. This is a kit that I bought from AliExpress. So I just want to show it you guys. By the way, I paid $130 from AliExpress plus $15 shipping, shipped to Canada. So this is what the kit comes with. The two, I just remove everything. And it came pretty quick. Actually, it came like I think like 8 days. Anyway, that says the brand is a Zoom, and yeah, 2 brake levers, and then the disc caliper. It comes with pads as well, so which is really good. It comes with mounting bracket, and there is another mounting bracket here. I'm not sure what is that for. Probably it's different height. We'll see about that. And then the screw for the rotor. Yeah, also came with 2 rotors, which is really good. Now I have a spare in case something happened with the original one. I'm not gonna replace the rotor, I guess. I will see. If it's still noisy, I'm gonna replace it with a new one. But if it's alright, so it's gonna be just like that. So that's what comes with it. So I'm gonna do the handlebar first, and hopefully, yeah, the wire for the brake light, hopefully they are the same, so that I don't have to cut the wire and then solder them together, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so let's start removing the taking off the handlebar. Since I'm removing, I'm replacing the whole thing, so I'm just gonna remove it from here, from the stem, so that I don't have to disassemble the whole thing here. I think I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, and hopefully that the size of the stem, the diameter should be the same. Okay, let's see first if this one is gonna fit. Oops. Hopefully I won't need a spacer. Oh, it's just perfect. I don't think I'm gonna need a spacer. Look at that, actually there's like about like 1/4 inch space right there. Let's see if I can tighten it up. If not, I'm gonna need a shim. Hopefully not. Oh, I guess it's good. Alright, so let's try to center it first before. I wish I put the mark before I. Anyway, actually I have to transfer. Wouldn't I have to transfer because I have to replace it with the hydraulic brakes anyway, so I'm not gonna need these. So let's just tie it temporarily. Yep, I think that this is better. This is better control. It's a bit wider than the original one. If, as I said, if I'm still not happy with it, I'm gonna buy another one, like probably like 700 mm. Let's see. I believe this is 680. Alright, so what next? I'm going to take this off. So that I can remember, I have to install the, because this one has to go, the brake levers has to go first. So I think this is the right, I believe. Yep, right, left. Let me just put this one in. By the way, guys, before I forget, I want to mention that, like, if you guys buying this brake set, make sure to know the orientation of your brake on your bicycle, e-bike, or scooter. Yeah, so in my case, I have like the front right. Yes, the front right, and then rear right setup, like this one. Alright, so like that, front right, rear right setup. Because like I've seen like a review, like the guy complaining that he didn't receive the right orientation of his brake set that he bought. So I don't know whose fault was it, because it's really clear on the website, on the seller's description, that you have to make sure the orientation of your brakes, because some scooter, the disc brake is on the left side, and then some is like the rear on the left side, the front is on the right side. So you have to know front right, you know, front left, or rear right, rear left. So you have to know the brake levers, doesn't matter, it is always left and right. So that's the thing you have to remember. Make sure to check the orientation of your brake set. And this one is supposed to be here. I guess. What else is here? Okay, cannot reach. Let's get this one here first. Oops, I'm gonna reuse this later. Alright, so it's long enough to and it was like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what we're gonna do is I have a for the brake lights, which is this one here. There's two of them. I cannot pull it here. What I'm gonna do right now is just gonna pull the brake cable first, and then worry about the brake lights later. For sure there's a way, otherwise I have to cut this cable here and then attach this in here and this one here. Alright, so let's take off the front first. Just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing right now. Alright guys, I made a mistake. I pulled the rear brake cable out without, attaching the new cable of the hydraulic brakes to fish it, inside the hole. Because I thought that there is a tube, like, there's a guy, this hole here, and the hole to the front. I thought it's like there's a guided tube inside, just like bicycles, like you can just like fish the wire from here. I mean, push the wire from here and in, and then it's gonna go straight here. But this one doesn't have that. I should have done, what I did to the front brake, going to the going to this tube. So it's still there right now. So I'm gonna do that as soon as I, like I'll get around the cable. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to open this plastic cover at the front, and I think I can fish the wire from there. There's like a small screws. I don't know how many screws at the bottom. I think like probably 4 screws at the bottom as well. Maybe I could just, I don't have to try to put it in. Alright, this one has cover right now and it doesn't fit in the hole. Here it fits, but if on the other side, let's see, the rear side doesn't fit. So I have to remove the cover. Alright, so I was able to run the cable. As you can see here, just want to show you guys that this plastic cover here, there is no seal or anything like rubber seal that's gonna seal the water from going in, and this wire here is just like pinched by this plastic cover at the front, and even this hole here that is loose, so like the water can go in there as well. So like if you have like a water splash that going here, that hitting this plastic, so the water can go inside a hole here. Yeah, so by knowing this, I will never ride this scooter in a wet road, even though small rain, because there's no way that this, I don't know what is the rating of the Apollo Ghost, I forgot, but there's no way that the water won't go inside the battery compartment. As I said, like it's just sitting like that. If there's water here, it can go there easily. All right, I just want to show you here, guys, that the screws, there are like 2 short screw for that plastic cover. So, and that screw goes at the bottom here. There's 2 screws here. Those 2 short screws goes in here, and then just want to show you here as well that the side here, the screw here, you don't really have to completely remove it, because like you can just loosen the screw, the same thing on the other side, and then you can just pull the plastic out. Anyway, yeah, so I would expect that the screws at the back cover would be the same as well, that the two screws at the underneath are short, so just take note of that. The yeah, there's one extra here, and these two actually you don't need it unless if you need to cut the cable, if you want to make it shorter, so you can use this one to insert it at the end of the cable. So this is all we need for front and back rear brake, so like 1 each of this. Okay, let's try to install it. As you guys can see that I made another mistake, that this brake here is like tilted down on that side, and I opened the the cap here, and then as you can see that some of the mineral oil dripped, but it's just very little, so hopefully I don't have like an air pocket inside. But okay, let's put this cover right here. Should be like that. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the front brake. You can see that, guys, like, yeah, both pads are moving now, so the pistons are moving, so yeah, that's good. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna install the left brake. That's gonna be on the rear. That's for the rear brake, and then after that, of course, I'm gonna do the alignment of the caliper. Right now is all the bolts are loose, but it's working now. And of course I have to make sure not to make the same mistake. So this one is like tilted this way, so this is good. I think I can open this one here without losing any oil. And let's do it. Alright, so both front and the rear brakes are installed. Again, when you open the cover here, make sure that this the opening here is tilted up, not like what I did earlier, that this one is tilted down, so I some mineral oil drip from reservoir. Anyway, as you can see here, it is a rear brake. There you go. Both pads are moving. Again, I still need to align the caliper. This is all loose. And of course, the last thing that I'm gonna do is to adjust the distance of the levers. This one is too far right now, but I'll do that like after I adjust the both calipers, and then like tighten all the bolts. Alright, so you can see here the rotor is not touching the pads. So I think it's centered now. The noise that you're hearing is from the motor. Let's see. Look at that. See, that's the noise if the rotor is touching the pads, that's the noise that you would hear. But as you can see there, nothing. Alright, so it's time to align the rear one. Alright, so we are on the rear brake, so we have to tighten the bracket first. Alright, when you depress it, let go, press it again. Yeah, so that means that this switch in the brake lever, yeah, it's just like normally open. Can you let go? So this is just like a regular switch, normally open. When you press the lever, it's gonna get close, so the brake light will blink. Can you go on the other side? Let's make sure that everything works as well. Making sure that everything works before we go. There you go, let go. One more time. Alright, so yeah, so it's time to connect it now. Thank you, daughter. So for the front and rear, I think it doesn't matter because this is just like a brake light. Whatever you press, depress the brake levers, front or rear, the brake light should blink. So, and I would assume that there's no polarity, of course, because this is just a switch, but you know, like I'm just gonna go black to black and white to yellow. So I just wanna, you know, like for curiosity, because it's the first time I'm doing it, you know, with a scooter. So I just wanna check that the wire, so that it's on. Let's turn it on. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna short this wire. Let's see if the brake light will come on. See, you can see. So that is just a normally open switch. That right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to connect it to the new brake levers wire, and then try it as well. So I'm just gonna do black to black. Oh, it's just too short. All right, so let's try it. There you go. Right, it's time to solder it. All right, so I got my soldering iron, soldering lead, string tube, and the heat gun for the string tube. So yeah, so ready to connect, ready to solder the wires, already prep them, and are all ready to solder. So I'm just waiting for the soldering iron to heat up, and yeah. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna start putting the heat shrink tube. I don't have a black one anymore, so it's gonna covered with the cable wrap anyway, so I won't see that later. So I'm putting on both wires so that I can just overlap after I shrunk them. So make sure to put this first, otherwise, you know, if you already soldered them and then you forgot to put the string tube, then you have to disconnect and solder them again. And make sure to put it away, like as far as you can, because you don't want to you don't want it to shrink while trying to solder the wire. All right, so also the Alright, so what I'm gonna do next is to adjust the brake levers. This one I already adjusted it. So this one is a bit long. I don't know, it's just like a very, like I probably if I cut like about 2 inches, it's gonna be not gonna stick out like this. But I don't know, I probably I'll do that in the future. I will try to ride with it first. Alright, so let's adjust the brake levers. As you can see right here, it's just, this one is just quite too far. So I have tools here in my bag. Right. Yeah, this one fits. Alright, so like to adjust this to get it closer to the handle grip. Counterclockwise, the brake lever gonna get closer to the handle grip. As you can see, it's moving. Okay. Right, so I think that's about it. As I said, the right one I already adjusted it. This is okay. This is the front. So I like it like I can use only one finger to apply the brake. Alright, doesn't move. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna adjust is probably a little bit more. Let's see. I think that's it. Next thing I'm gonna do is to position the proper, or like everything is not tight here as you can see. So I have to adjust the proper rise of my handlebar and then try to make this one really center. Just trying to get the center of the handlebar. Alright guys, so I think it's done. So like if I need the adjustment later on, I can readjust it. And it's just perfect timing because my friend is asking me to go mountain biking on like one of the trail that is like about half an hour away from my home. But what I'm gonna do is gonna bring my scooter instead, because the trail there is not that like so technical. So it's perfect to try it. Probably I'll bring bike as well, but I'm gonna bring this for sure just to test it. See, looks better now, looks cleaner. And I'm just gonna probably secure this here. Maybe, yeah, like I'll see if it will fold. Right, so how it looks like. Again, the handlebar and the stem is from my Crosstrail, Specialized Crosstrail, as you can see. It's specialized. And if I'm not happy with the handlebar and the stem, I could always get a new one. But I have to try it first. And the handlebar is from this bike here. And if you guys interested with the stem, also the stem that I installed in my Crosstrail, I will put the link in the description for the grip. Handlebar, this is 720 mm handlebar. Wake stem. The handle grip is unbranded, but I really like it. These are just a cheap upgrade. And then also I changed it to, it was like 3x9. I upgraded it to 1x9. Yeah, and also I put like, I changed it to 30T narrow wide chainring. That's a Snail brand. And also from 11 to 36 I changed it to 11 to 40. And I did some few adjustments and then it works. And as you can see, my Crosstrail has it has like a road tires before, so I also changed the tires. This is like a Bontrager 29 Expert, so now I can go to the light trail. Yeah, so all in all, I like the look of my Crosstrail now, and also the look of my Apollo Ghost. And that's the tools. Alright, so alright. Alright, the brakes really, there's a really big difference with the brake. Of course, it's softer, you know, you're not gonna get tired right away, and then it's like the response for sure is different from the uh, mechanical brake, which, you know, like the old one. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy with it. I can't wait to try it on the trail, you know, whatever, like ride around, and yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Hello? Yeah. Hmm? Where's your other helmet anyway?
I know. I saw it, but it disappeared because of
Oh,
you.
it's on your bike.
It's on my bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
One more? Ah, she wants one more. Okay, wait. Let's turn it. Can you move? You want one more. Okay, last time, okay? Oh, sorry. Good. You sure? Ooh, watch your head. I said, watch your head. Okay? Huh? Alright, so my friend came over with his brand new Evercross scooter, and we're doing the final adjustment and stuff.